Hello everyone, today I'm joining in the Crafty Goals collab with Amalia, where we share our yearly / monthly craft goals. I will quickly run through my goals that I have made for this year, and also do January and February as well. This one is for the February collab. So the first goal that I made is use up my 6x6 paper pads. January I started one, but I did not complete it. But in February I made up for it. I have done 3, but no 12x12 paper pads as yet. But I'm still working on one. Used up my embellishments. In January I used up 11, and February I've used up 18. But I have used a lot more than that. I just lost count. Also use stamps on my projects. Now I buy stamps, I hoard stamps, I have boxes of stamps, and out of sight, out of mind, as the saying goes. So I've pulled some out and I've been using them, which is really good. So I've used stamps on 4 of my projects on January and 6 of my projects for February. Used up my pre-made kits. Card kits I've used 2, and in January and February I used 3, and the larger 12x12 kits I haven't used anything yet. Also I wanted to use up my paper and cardstock scraps in my overflowing card in my scrap box, and on January I used 2 paper scraps on 2 different projects, and also the card scraps on 2 different projects. And in February I just used cardstock in 2 different projects, so mainly cards they are. Design team projects, I'm on 2 design teams. So off the rails I did January, and uniquely creative kits was January. Now we alternate months, so there's none in February. I also do card swaps. These are all Australian swap groups. And I did one for each of them in January and one for each of them in February. And this one here, this extra one, is I'm a guest designer for that card swap group for June, so I had to do those cards. Start doing videos. Well, it didn't happen in January and February, but ta-da, it's happened in March. So look forward to some more videos. I also do every weekend. I'm at a market in my local markets. I attended 6 in January and 7 in February, and I think this one here is because it was wet. I do 8 collabs as well, so that all the cards that I make from these ones go into my market stall. And now use up 12x12 pattern paper. Well, I didn't use any of that February and March. And now to the lucky last is track what I spend. Well, January I didn't do too well. I thought it was $80.70, that's Australian dollars. But February I just had a total blowout. $360.85. Totally blew myself out of the water. Not good really, but oh well. Next month. Now, use up my paper, 6x6 paper pad. Now all these are 6x6 or 6.5 inch paper pads. I started one in January. It was a peekaboo, Craft peekaboo collection, and finished it in February. I started another Bow Bunny paper pad and finished it in February as well. I started the Tropical Punch, the Craft Tropical Punch paper pad, and finished it in February. And I started another one, Butterfly Kisses paper pad, in February, and I finished that on the 2nd of March. So I nearly finished. I was just a couple of days late of finishing it for February. Use up embellishments and some of my stash. As you can see, there's too many. There's heaps. And I haven't even made a dent in it. So, you'll see here. So I haven't even made a dent in it. So, but I'm cleaning out I'm destashing, which is really good. Okay, my next thing is use stamps on my projects. Now in January I used stamps on 21 cards, and February I used stamps on 38 cards, so that was good for me. I'll pat myself on the back for that one. Use pre-made kits, either a card kit or a larger kit. Now this first kit, I think most of these are from around 2000, 2012. That's how long I've been carting them around. So first card kit I made 3 cards using some of my stash as well. 2 cards from the next one. And then in February from one card kit I made 4 cards. And this one here I had 2 card kits the same. So I made 8 cards from those. So the next one is use up pattern paper and cardstock scraps. Well, I made 41 cards this was just using my pattern paper and cardstock scraps in January. And in February, I'm not sure what I think I just used bits and pieces of cardstock on both baby cards and my monthly card collab cards. So that saves me. Use it empty in my box, which is good. Design team projects. The first is off the rail scrapbooking. I made 1 card, a tutorial and project, using my stash. The second one is uniquely creative kits, and they provide me a kit, so I use everything. I can only use whatever's in the kit. So I made 5 cards and did a tutorial on each of them. And in February, as you see, there's no design team projects. So, and the second one is my monthly card swaps. So overall in January I made 13 cards, and then in February I made 22 cards. Start doing videos. Well, there's a no and a no for January and February, but yes, yippee, more in March. You have to wait for next month. And this is my market attendance. In January that should be 6. I attended 6, and in February I attended 7. So, and then we'll go to what I bought. Wow, good in January. I just had to buy a Craft Peekaboo Boy paper pad to finish off my album, and I subscribed to 2 12x12 paper kits and card kit every month. So I got one of those. So that come to $80.70. Now this is Australian dollars. And in February, I was really bad. But there's 3 kits in that. So the two 12x12 kits and the 1 card kit. So, but I also bought from Craft Online 6 rolls of double-sided tape. Now that'll probably last me about 3 months. And the stickles and the Dimensional Magic, well, they'll probably last me 12 months. And from Helmer Glue, which both of these on the 5th of February. The glue I do sell at my stall at the markets, but I do use this too, so they will probably last me 6 months as well, because some of them I will sell. On the 11th of February, from Target, I had to buy card packs, envelopes, and plastic bags to put my cards in for me to sell. So, and then on the 11th as well, it's stationery, which is more or less, it's from Madhouse, so it's more or less the same. So, and that brought it up to $360.35. So hopefully the next few months I'll have to be a very good girl, but March doesn't look very good either, so quickly turn over. Now I've done a monthly total of what I have made. So for January I have made 80 cards, 13 gift cards, 1 baby album, 1 Christmas box, and 1 mini album. So that's good for me. And then in February I made 78 cards, 6 tags, and 5 gift tags. So I'm using up my stash, which is really good. I think this is a very, very good idea for all us ladies who have a mountain, and mine, I think I've got about 10 mountains. So okay, that's all for me for today. If you want to give me a like or comment or subscribe to my channel, that would be lovely, as I'm just starting out, so the more the merrier. And go and check the other participants in this collab as well. Just type in #CraftyGirls with Amalia on YouTube. Like and subscribe my channel and to their channels. And thank you for watching, and happy crafting. Bye.